Well, good morning. And thank you, Anne, for that introduction. I appreciate that. It's wonderful to be here. I want to say thanks to TechLink for hosting this conference, and a special thanks to Anne Peterson for being the lead organizer. This is a lot of work, and we appreciate that. And I can see that there are a lot of people online. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with my presentation. And what I'd like to do is tell you a little bit about MSU research, and then how we engage with industry. So that's important to us. And then what's in store for the future. So I'm going to be sharing some slides now. Here we go. And now. Okay, so thinking you can see my slides, I will continue the presentation. So this conference is about innovation. So I wanted to start with a little bit of inspiration. This is the US map of innovation. It's a map that's constructed with data from the US Economic Development Administration. It's interactive. It's available at statsamerica.org/innovation. And I recommend exploring it. You can check out kind of what is the environment where you live with regard to innovation. So it's a look at every US county, provides an overall innovation index as well as sub-indices. And so the overall innovation is what I'm showing you right now. This is the headline innovation index. It's depending on human capital and knowledge creation, business dynamics, business profile, employment and productivity, and economic well-being. The overall index is going to be a measure then of innovation capacity and the outcomes of each location. So the darker the color, the higher the innovation index. In Gallatin County, I just wanted to highlight, because I think it's relevant to what we're talking about today, has a score of 148.8 out of 150. It ranks 6th in the nation in counties. And so what an exciting place to live and work. This score, I think, is the result of the synergy between the university research and innovation and the culture of this community, as well as industry development. MSU is a land-grant university. If you live in Montana, it's your land-grant university. We have a number of land-grant colleges as well, as you can see on this map. But the role of MSU is in enhancing the health and the wealth of the people and the communities of Montana and the region. So we conduct basic research for the purpose of discovery. We engage in creativity in the arts and humanities, and we innovate and translate our innovations in the sciences. And we do this all for the purpose of educating students, but also serving societies. Just one example of MSU research. This is a photograph of Jason Hogan. He's a doctoral student in paleontology, and he recently won an award, an international prize, for his experimental study of dinosaur nesting strategies. In this photo, he's measuring an egg that's part of a dinosaur clutch of eggs. MSU is a Carnegie R1 university. That's our designation, and it puts us among the top research universities in the nation, indicating very high research activity. As you can see from this map of R1 universities, MSU is only one of 2 or 3 in the region. And so consider this a responsibility to collaborate across these states, to provide some leadership, and to be an excellent resource and partner. This slide is going to provide a list of our biggest research centers, and it'll give you a flavor of the focus of our research and our strengths. So themes include national security, community health, education, transportation, ecosystems and environmental sciences, including biofilms, optics and photonics, and quantum science. And you're going to hear later from the director of Spectrum Lab, which is on the list. That's Krishna Rupavatharam. I'll also highlight the Montana Agricultural Experiment Station, which includes 7 research stations in different parts of the state, along with local campus farms, all conducting research to support Montana's largest industry, which is agriculture. But there's potential for university industry collaboration with any of these centers. And so I just wanted to put these out there as an opportunity to work with you, no matter where you are. Something else I wanted to spread the word about here today is our collection of core research facilities. And these are supported centrally by my office, but also by user fees. And so they're intended to be a resource for our researchers and also the community and industry partners. Several of our core facilities are dedicated to different kinds of imaging and analysis. So that's a specialty here, as well as microfabrication and high performance computing. The geospatial core has been a great resource for communities wanting to gather and analyze spatial data. They use data to make GIS maps, but also can use drones to assess snowpack or erosion along the Yellowstone River, just to give a couple of examples. And the HELPS Lab supports social research, social science research, particularly surveys. So the direction of research at MSU is driven by the expertise and ideas of our faculty. And this image was created to show faculty when they join our university how we can support them. In addition to establishing and sustaining the centers and core facilities, our research office works to support faculty initiatives with proposal development and training, fiscal management, compliance, monitoring, and finally, with economic development support. So let me introduce you to our economic development team. People you might want to know. Daniel Giuliano is the director of our tech transfer office. Lee Spangler advises our federal initiatives. These are partnerships with different federal agencies and funded by appropriations. He's leading also our National Science Foundation engine called the Quantum Applied Core. Mark Sharp is the director of Innovation Campus. We'll hear more about that in a few minutes. And Trevor Huffmester is the director of the Blackstone Launchpad, providing support and training for entrepreneurs. The newest member of our Office and Economic Development team is Mike Veselik, the Director of Economic Development and Impact. He's working on our strategic goals when it comes to the impact that we're having on the economy. Each of them is helping to maximize the impact of our research and creativity through translation and partnership with industry and federal agencies. So I have Daniel Giuliano to thank for this slide, showing the last 3 decades or more of company startups led by university faculty and graduates. It's a nice illustration of university economic impact through innovation and job creation. As you can see by the length of the lines, some startups also end up. Some spin out additional companies, some are acquired, and some endure in place. You can see the rate of spinouts has been increasing in the past 4 to 5 years. I think this is a good sign. So here's a quick bird's eye view of MSU's Innovation Campus. This is a 42-acre parcel. It's about 1 mile west of campus. The vision for this space is the intentional collision of high-tech companies, motivated students, and cutting-edge research. There is only one currently occupied building. That is the Applied Research Lab. You can see that's on the right-hand side of the photo. This is Montana's only classified research facility. It's a resource that's available to both faculty researchers and industry partners. And then there are 2 buildings under construction. The Aurora Innovation is on the lower right. This is an autonomous vehicle company and one with much relevance to our optics and photonics research at MSU. And the industry building on the left, which will be an incubation space for multiple new and existing firms who want to locate in this fertile ground for research, education, and partnership. More state-of-the-art facilities are to come. As you can see, we have additional acreage to fill. MSU's research engine is growing very rapidly. As you can see on the graph to the left, we're doubling in size in the last 10 years and continuing to grow at the rate of about 15% per year right now. This year, 2024, will be another record breaker. And not all research generates expenditures, but this is a reliable, objective measure for assessing the size of our research productivity. Our external funders are primarily federal, as you can see in the pie chart. The largest percentages of funding awarded are by the Department of Defense, Health and Human Services, Agriculture, and then the National Science Foundation. And I want to mention that MSU is a critical partner in the statewide consortium that is the Headwaters Regional Technology and Innovation Hub. It was designated as a hub in the fall of 2023 and awarded a strategic planning grant. And then recently, last week, as a matter of fact, the full 8-part proposal was submitted for about $75 million that I think could be a game changer for the optics and photonics industry ecosystem in Montana. The core technology of this proposal is smart photonic sensing, and the project ranged from industry-led to precision agriculture, workforce development, university research and education, to expansion of technology translation. Finally, pictured here is our first annual undergraduate research fair. Took place in January of this year. This is one of our most important goals at MSU, is the expansion of undergraduate research opportunities. So we are here for our students. Research for them is engaged learning, it's workforce development, and it's preparing the next generation of leaders in innovation and industry. So thank you very much for your attention this morning. In addition to the economic development team that I pictured earlier, this is the group of individuals MSU research depends on every day to make what we do happen. So I want to thank them. And this is where we live. I want you to enjoy the conference today. I hope that you will contact or visit us if we can be of service to you.
That's great. Thank you, Alison. Can everybody hear? Can you hear me? There we go. I think I'm here. Hi, thanks everyone. Thanks, Alison. I wanted to see, are there any questions? We had a couple of questions, and I know that in the Q&A we addressed some of those. Does MSU have ag research stations, nano fabrication? And we do. So some of those have been pushed in the chat. Are there any other questions for Alison before we move on to our next panel? I'll look in the chat, obviously. Lobby chat, session chats. Trying to
I can see Jason Yeager posted the link to the Stats America
map.
Well, it is a lot of fun to play with, so I recommend checking that out.
Okay, wonderful. That's beautiful. That's good. And I'm going to say, I'm not seeing, for some reason, my chat is not. Webinar chat, Q&A. Go Cats. All right. We'll take those types of cheers as well. I support everybody across Montana, but I'm so happy to be based here in Bozeman. All right. Well, we do have 9:25. Alison, any final thoughts in terms of how that you have for people, or suggestions in terms of how people can contact our
feel free, absolutely, to contact me directly, Harmon, Harmon, just my last name, at montana.edu. Easy to find. I love making connections on campus. If you are an industry that's interested and you're not in Montana and you're interested in maybe considering locating, what would that be like? And you want to have a university partner, that's definitely a great reason to reach out. We'd love to set up a talk or meeting for you to meet the most relevant faculty in your field. So
yeah.
Please don't hesitate. And yeah, it's exciting time to be here. It's exciting research opportunities and innovation opportunities, and don't hesitate.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. All of us who work underneath within the Office of Research and Economic Development are really focused at helping small businesses or other companies who are looking for partnership opportunities, try to connect you, because as you know, many people know, building a really strong team is one of the best ways for you to really make sure that your innovations get commercialized, whether that's industry partners, research institution partners, and others. So definitely don't hesitate to reach out to any of us if you have questions about if there's any opportunities to partner with Montana State University. So thank you. You guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys take a couple of minutes bio break or something. We will start our next panel and we get to meet and talk with 3 Montana companies that we've worked with here. There's a great cross section of technologies that they're working on. So you will not want to miss it. So Alison, thank you so much. I'm going to jump over to the other panel and get that started, and we'll see you in about 3 minutes, folks.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Thanks so much.